So I guess one more question, then we could do the last one. So I guess going back on your, like, do you watch yourself when you present? Like, do you go back, watch film on yourself, and like how, like, what are some of the things that you did in the beginning of your career that you no longer do, that you fixed on, that you improved upon? And I guess what is some advice would you give to yourself when you were starting off, based upon the experiences that you have now?
I used to, when I did the GRM Daily News, it was a nervous tick, right? I'd be like, what's going on, everyone? I'm Joelah, and this is the GRM News. And I do this with my shoulders, yeah? Oh, it was so annoying. I just couldn't help it. Every time I'd be like, GRM News. To a point where, like, people might recognize me from the news, and they'd be like, oh, Joelah, do the shoulders, do the shoulders. Or they might not even say my name right, but they'd be like, oh, Joe or Joelah, do the shoulders. And I'm like, yeah. So annoying. I don't do that anymore, even though I kind of slightly want to bring it back, I'm not gonna lie. I used to speak a lot more well spoken. It just wasn't I feel like I'm well spoken anyway, but it's just a natural way that I speak, you know. I think being a presenter as well is about your personality.
That's true.
You want to feel authentic, but because I was so nervous, it was just like, hello everyone, and yeah, oh my gosh.
What made you break that and like come into your own?
What made me break that? It might have been radio, you know. I started on a station called Rinse FM, and that's like a training ground basically. And I don't know, I think I just like learned how to be a lot more comfortable and just started being normal. And something clicked in my head where, and this is probably around the time that I stopped wishing for things to get cancelled. Yeah. But I was just like, just be you, like just have fun. The same way you'll talk to whoever in the street or you meet someone new, like just do that when you present and like connect to the camera as if it's a person.
Yeah.
Okay, and sort of what advice would you give yourself, to your younger self?
I still give myself this advice, like, just chill out. Like, it's okay. It's actually okay. Like, do the damn thing. Don't overthink it. Put it out, you know, put out the video, the picture, the sketch, whatever. Just put it out. Like, no one actually cares, you know. They actually don't care. They actually don't care.
Some good pieces of advice that we got from last season was when we talked to Brandon, where he said, the more you sit on a piece of art, the more your perfectionism gets in the way of releasing that art. Sometimes it's just a matter of just letting your art let the universe see your art.
Yeah.
And the universe is going to do whatever it wants with your art.
Yeah.
Right? So there's been like clips with us where we're thinking about it heavy flops, and then the one that you don't think is going to do well is the one that blows up, or the one that gets the most eyes and attraction. So
yeah, I've had that as well. You got to have faith.
I'm still confused. Like, people like this?
This is some basic shit. Yeah.
Okay, this is the one where this was a throwaway. Like,
I wasn't even gonna put that out. Like, that happens all the time. So yeah, that's my advice, and I would even still say I need that advice to this day, for sure.
Absolutely.
So one of our how we like to end the show is, you know, we're called the Last Flat Out Podcast. We ask each of our guests, what is your last flat out? Meaning, what is that pivotal moment that you took in your career and your life that it put you where you are today?
I think it was me leaving my full-time job.
Okay.
That's what it was. I didn't have any savings. I was broke. And I just knew that I needed the space in my mind to dedicate the amount of energy that it took to like actually do the creative stuff that I really wanted to do. So I was like super nervous. I didn't have any backup plans or anything like that. So yeah, I guess leaving that job and going out on my own was definitely the thing.
So you jumped off the cliff, no parachute.
No parachute.
That's the last flight out right there.
So
for sure.
how long to your next check? Like, so you quit full-time job, no check.
Right.
When does the next check hit?
When did the next check hit? I was going on like commercial castings and stuff, and I would book like a few of them. But I remember the first casting that I went on, I don't even think it was that much money, but they were like, oh, we're penciling you in. Right? I said, yeah, what? I got this. Are you dumb? Man's gonna be out here on the screens. Like, I'm on the screens. They called me like 2 days before I was supposed to actually do the job, and it was like, oh, I'm so sorry, you've been released. I'm walking down the high street. I've just gone to the supermarket. I've got like 4 heavy bags. I'm barely able to hold the phone to my ear. And I just started crying. It was a summer's day as well. And when I cry, my face gets red. I started bawling walking down the road, and I was just like, what is going on? Like, how is this ever going to happen for me? Like, what am I actually going to do? But yeah, by God's grace, things were able to happen. So
now you good. Now you can put those supermarket and Uber, drive it there.
Literally, I'm ordering on Deliveroo, Uber Eats.
That's it.